gonna come up to idioms, which means it's time for this.
I want some idioms. I want them now. I want some idioms, but I don't know how to learn them, how to remember them. All I know,
Great radio voice, terrible sing.
is that I want some idioms now. How to learn them, how to remember them. All I know, and I really think so, is that I want some idioms now. How to learn them, how to remember them. All I know, and I really think so, is that I want some idioms now. How to learn them.
How to learn them. Christian, where can you buy the cup? I think the answer must be obvious. Go to Cambridge University. That's where I bought it. Great. Where can I buy the cup? Now then, where are we? So let me take you off there, Christian, because we're going to be looking at these. I'm going to look at 3 idioms related to challenges and problem solving. Can you guess them? Here is the first idiom. Oh dear, oh dear. First idiom coming up, number 1. Ready? What is this? Just write your answer in the chat. Whoa, very, very interesting, right? So the answer there was, lots of you got it, is to hit the nail on the head. Notice, you can't say to hit the nail. That doesn't really mean anything. To hit the nail, no. You must say to hit the nail on the head, right? The head is the top. And it's to get the perfect answer or solution, basically. So remember, we're talking about problem solving. You hit the nail on the head when you said the government needs to change direction. You hit the nail on the head. You got the perfect answer. Now, other idioms that some of you said was to nail it. And that means to do something. To do something perfectly, which is similar to nail it. You nailed it. You will nail it is to do something perfectly. So it's a similar related thing. Somebody mentioned to nail down. And yes, and to nail down is to fix. Let's nail down some dates. Let's fix some dates. Or let's nail down some ideas is to fix something. So we can also say that. But that's not really about challenges or problem solving. Okay, lovely, great ideas. You're really good, you guys. Very, very good. Let's have a look at the next idiom. That was number 1. Here is number 2. What is this? Remember, it's connected to challenges and problem solving. Wow. Great ideas, guys. Okay. So there are so many possibilities. The one I'm thinking of is to be up against the wall, right? If you look at it, he is there. He is up against the wall. Not easy and not clear, I know, not very, very clear. But to be up against the wall, up against the wall, is to be in a difficult situation with no easy solution. So when you face a challenge and it's really difficult, you can be up against the wall. For example, I was up against the wall when my boss moved the deadline forward 1 week. So the deadline was next week, he moved it forward to this week. I was up against the wall, right? Difficult situation. Very similar idioms. To have your back to the wall is the same thing, right? To be up against the wall, have your back to the wall, it's the same. To be between a rock and a hard place, you're between a rock and a hard place, it's the same. You're against two walls, if you like. It's very, very difficult. You're in a difficult place. You're between a rock and a hard place. It's in a difficult situation. So these three all mean the same thing. And very, very good to use in this context, right? Very, very relevant. Now then, some of you had other idioms that I'll just add because one or two of them, I mean, they are great. There are so many, right? Related to that picture that are related to challenges. To rack your brains was a good one. To rack your brains is to think hard of a solution. To rack your brains. Mind-blowing, something is mind-blowing. Yes, something's difficult. To blow your mind is to amaze you. It can be positive and negative. It blows my mind. It's amazing. It's great. Or something is so stupid or so difficult, it blows my mind. So it can be both positive and negative. Okay, but these are different, really different idioms. But there were lots of them. To blow off steam was a good idiom. To brainstorm. Yeah, there are lots of other idioms there. I don't want to get into too many to confuse you, but let's leave them there. That's great. Let's move on to the next idiom. Number 3 is this one. Oh, and look, the sun is coming out. What a surprise. What on earth is this one? Bad mood, too hard. Maybe. But listen, some of you have absolutely got it, and it was to pull out all the stops. You can see in there that the person is pulling the stop signs out on the road. So this one was meant to be to pull out all the stops, which means to do everything possible to overcome a challenge. If you want to find the origin of that idiom, you can join my 150 idioms course, because it's one of those that I explain in there. So to do everything possible, everything you can, you give all your energy to overcome the challenge. For example, to meet the deadline, we pulled out all the stops and worked through the weekend. Made a big, big effort, right? To pull out all the stops. Somebody said to remove the roadblocks is also possible. It's another kind of expression, to remove the roadblocks. I think that's less common as an idiom, but you can say it. We also use that, right? To remove the roadblocks. Oh, I'm such a perfectionist, aren't I? You can tell. Get the right font. It's the same idea. I mean, if you look at the picture, the idea of you've got hurdles, you've got... Well, no, it's a different idea. It's a very, very different idea. To remove the roadblocks is to remove the hurdles or obstacles. So it's a very different idiom, different meaning, excuse me. But I can see why from the picture you have the same. Others that came out, there were a few others that were similar. Don't give up, stop and look, keep going, all of these, but yes. So those are the key ones that we've got. Excellent, good. Those are the idioms. What is coming up next? Well, coming up next, let's have a look. Switch from idioms. I think it's a listening bingo.